Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new Chrome Tour golf ball from Callaway.
Just so dominant. We see it time and time again at the Walker Cup. Team USA, they've got all 6 of the top 6 players ranked in the world in the amateur ranking, and it just exposes the weakness of GB&I when it comes to these Sunday singles. You can see Team USA taking 8.5 points in this final session, and it is 5th Walker Cup trophy on the bounce for Team USA. So with that, let's get out and hear from our captain, Nathan Smith, and his victorious 10-man team.
I'm here with U.S. captain Nathan Smith and the victorious U.S. Walker Cup team. Nathan, mission accomplished. How does this feel right now?
Feels incredible. I mean, you're on the 16th tee of Cypress Point. You secured it with these guys. And, you know, through my life, I've always wondered maybe where I might be a captain or what team I'd have. And I couldn't ask for better. Cypress Point and these guys behind me. These guys are awesome.
Well said.
It's awesome.
It was close. They gave it everything they had, but you guys dominated in this single session. What stood out to you, and how did this group get the job done?
Well, they all stood out. I mean, it was, you know, they came out 3-1 out of the morning, and they answered in the afternoon, and then, you know, they're tough, an alternate shot. We only had them by a point, and everybody stepped up this afternoon. It's an incredible team, and all the credit to them.
All right, now I got to talk to Preston Stout. The winning point.
Yeah.
You almost hold that on 17 in the fog.
No. You're old. I can get the fame.
Retaining point, winning point. But Preston, Nathan had you guys revved up to play all week, had you guys inspired. You nearly hole it, as I said. How's it feel to, you know, get the job done for this team?
Yeah, I mean, it feels awesome. You know, I feel like we're a pretty tight group of guys, pretty tight-knit, and we all get along. And, yeah, just put in a lot of work this week, earlier this week, just prepping. And, yeah, I think that kind of speaks to that. You know, my caddy gave me a great number. It was super foggy, so we could barely see. So shout out to my boy Jesse. But, yeah, it just feels awesome. Yeah, I'm sure we'll celebrate a little bit tonight, and, yeah, it'll be fun.
All right, Stu. Retaining point, but it doesn't matter. You're now 5-0 in Walker Cups in your career.
Yeah.
That fist pump on 15, an iconic hole. We were there earlier this week. Just try to sum up this week. You said every team's different, but what made this team special?
Amazing group. Honored to be a part of it. I know everyone feels the same way. This is a group that, you know, they were coming out swinging regardless of if they were going to land a punch or not. And I'm just so fired up for everyone. This is so, I mean, this golf course, you know, Captain Smith, who's obviously been a good friend of mine for a very long time, all these guys are going to go on to have amazing PGA Tour careers. I just couldn't ask for anything more.
You mentioned the relationship with Nathan. What made him such a great captain, and why does this mean so much for you to do it for him?
Well, selfishly, he's someone I've looked up to for a very long time. As it applies to this week and this group, I think that he is just really relatable to be able to kind of, you know, have different individual relationships with these guys. But when the team room closed, you know, the pump-up speeches, you know, the videos, the silly jokes, all of the different things that you could kind of do as a captain to be able to relate. And then more than anything, to know that, like, he had our back, you know, and he was going to be the first one to hug us if we won or lost. It didn't really matter to him. Amazing guy, amazing captain, obviously an amazing player, but great leader this week. And I hope that's been up there, you know, celebrating. But yeah, no, we're excited to celebrate with him tonight.
All right, and I want to get the world number one too, Jackson Koivun, leading point getter this week. It's been a common theme with winning Walker Cup teams. The world number one has to show out. You responded after that Saturday morning foursomes loss. How did you do it? And when you look at this fog and this surreal scene, how do you put it into words?
Oh, it's great. Me and Tommy had a really good match on the morning of Saturday, and we just got beat. But me and him were playing really, really good, and just try to lean on the confidence coming off that, and just came out, used my mind to my advantage, and felt like I played pretty good, and was happy to finish the way we did.
Now I want to get one more with Captain. He's doing a selfie right now.
Whoops.
But
Sorry.
hey,
I'm here.
Enjoy the moment.
Yeah, thanks.
You spoke here about a month and a half ago at Media Day, and you said this meant a lot to be a captain because your parents would be here to see it. You gave your mom a hug. What did she say to you? What did you say for her? And what was that moment like?
I got so many hugs from different people, and it just was special that, a lot of people, could be here this week and everything, and everybody, closest to me and these guys, and even getting to know these guys over the the course of the, how many different years, getting to know the people closest to them, their coaches, families, parents, everyone. It's been an incredible 2-year journey for me. And then just being around the players and everything, it's just incredible at Cypress Point, and the fans and everything here. It's been awesome.
Well, you mentioned Cypress Point. They always ask, where'd you play? And then did you win? You played at Cypress Point, and you just won. How do you sum up this week?
I just sum up, I just had an incredible team, and I just tried to get them to the church on time, and I think we did it. So it was a lot of fun.
What a moment, and such a big congratulations for Team USA. That is their 5th consecutive straight win in the Walker Cup, and really one of their most dominant in recent history, 17-9. Of course, they overcame a bit of a deficit coming into Sunday singles back in 2023 at St Andrews, but again turned it around to win by 2.5 points, and it is hard to imagine what it's going to take for GB&I to retake some control of this event. I mean, just such a special week trip. When you look at everything that was put into the 50th anniversary of the Walker Cup at Cypress Point, which is a world-renowned golf course on the Monterey Peninsula, and we had such a special flag-raising ceremony, and former presidents and celebrities and members of Team USA Ryder Cup coming down. It really is just the highest level of men's amateur golf. What will you take away from this edition of the Walker Cup, do you think?
Well, again, America's dominance is clear in the singles, and they showed that. What a group of young men for Captain Smith, and he did a wonderful job. No question that Stewart Hagestad is going to be a future captain. He's not done playing, but when he's eventually done playing, maybe when he's 50, he might be done playing, then he'll be a captain. No question about that. But for him to actually clinch it, with at least the tie and the way he's done it. And you look at historically his record in Walker Cups, he's like 3rd or 4th, I believe, all time in singles points. So, or Walker Cup points for that matter. So he is just an absolute stalwart for this team. And then world number 1, Jackson Koivun, doing what he was supposed to do, got out early, took care of business. And then I think another VIP, you'd have to hang it on Mason Howell. I mean, what a summer. I mean, he wasn't even on the team at the beginning of August, and he was an absolute star for this team. I mean, he got a halve in his match here, but other than that, he was just playing great golf. He was a tough out for the GB&I team. He contributed points, and he's just 18 years old. I mean, that's remarkable. His future's sky high, but just the depth of the American team right now. And it's just a tough ask for the GB&I team to come over here and do it. And lastly, the biggest star of the week is, of course, the star of golf, and that is Cypress Point. What a venue. Up until the fog rolled in, the views, the coverage, how beautiful it was, it absolutely shone like the star it is.